Alright guys, here we go. Dean with Manful Yoga. I'm standing at the Palapa in Roatan at the club near Tali Bay Villas in Roatan. And it is really freaking windy, so I'm recording this voiceover this time. Start off in mountain pose, lift your chest, relax your shoulders, engage your core. I'm taking a lot of time here because I'm getting used to my surroundings. There's a lot of wind going on. I encourage you to do the same. If you're outside, if you're inside, get used to what's going around you. Get comfortable. It's going to help you become more aware of your body and do better. Inhale, reach your arms above your head. Lean back a little bit. And then exhale, bring your hands back to center. And one more time, lift your arms all the way back up. Arms overhead, palms touch. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, back up. Really reach up. Feel your shoulders open up. Exhale, back to center. Another one. Reach back up. Really reach your arms back. Really work on your range of motion. Exhale, hands back. Lift back up. Slowing down your breathing as you're working on shoulder motion and release back down to forward. Sorry, hands back to center. And from here, take it into chair pose. Arms straight out in front. Squat hold. Feet are 6 inches apart, shoulders relaxed, chest up. Straight line from your tailbone to your shoulders, so your core is strong, your lower back is flat. Arms are straight out in front of you, and you can squeeze your arms. Make this a little bit more of a workout for your arms. And from here, we're going to walk all the way to the back, but keep your hips down. So these nice, slow, controlled steps all the way to the back of the mat. Keep your arms straight out in front of you. Keep your pelvis slightly tilted forward. Again, keeping that straight line from pubic bone to shoulders. And making sure that you're resting in the balls of your feet and the heels of your feet. So not shifting to the insides of your feet or to your toes, but keeping the weight on the bottom of your foot. All the way at the back now. Pause. And then start to bring it back forward. Slow steps, just baby steps. And as you transfer the weight from one foot to the other, make sure that you're actually holding your weight off the ground in one foot for a little bit of time. Keep your hips down low. Keep your chest lifted, your shoulders relaxed. Notice how my arms stay straight out in front of me. And try reaching your toes toward your face to activate a little bit more challenge in your legs. Core is still engaged this whole time, back flat. Trying to get as low as you can while moving forward with these slow little baby steps. And then once you get back to the top, forward fold, release down, look behind you, come back up halfway, flatten out your back. And then from here, move back into plank. So shoulders directly over the hands. Heels pressing back. Lower down halfway, take it into half push-up. Shoulders even. And then press back up. Lower back down. Halfway. Shoulders coming forward. Elbows staying in. Legs staying engaged. And slow press back up. Halfway down. Look, shoulders coming forward, forearms staying perpendicular to the ground, and slowly press back up. Keeping a straight line from your heel to your shoulders. Halfway down. Press it back up. If you need to take your knees down, go ahead and take your knees down. And then go down halfway again. Straight line parallel from the shoulder to the elbow once you get to that halfway point. And press back up nice and slow. Lower down halfway. And then again, press back up. Halfway down. Still going. Shoulders forward. Legs engaged. Backs to the knees lifting. And press back up. Lower down halfway. Shoulders forward. Keep your head looking straight down at the ground. And back up. Halfway down. And then take your knees down. Take it all the way down. Press the tops of your toes into the ground. Lift your chest off the ground. Cobra rows. Extend your arms out in front of you and then squeeze your elbows behind you. Nice and slow. Keeping your chest lifted. Keeping your core engaged. Knees lifted off the ground. Hips and core pressing into the ground. And you're just moving with these rows. So extending your hands forward. Pulling it in. and really squeezing your shoulder blades together, right? So really compressing the lats, really working on back strength here. Keep going. And then lower down. Press back up to a plank. Shoulders over your hands, thighs engaged. Hips drop slightly to form that straight line from heels to shoulders. Neck is in line with the rest of the spine, so I'm looking straight down at the ground, maybe a little bit in front of me. Spreading your fingers wide, index fingers facing forward, thumbs facing in. Keeping the legs engaged. And then press back to down dog. Don't worry about your legs so much here. Let your knees bend and then press your chest back. Bring your upper body away from your hands. Press down through the index and thumb. Shift forward slightly into your fingers, right where your fingers meet your palms. Really pull your body away from yourself. Lift your right leg up in the air and then squeeze your knee to the right elbow. Lift back up. Knee to shoulder. Squeeze it up as high as you can. Lift back up. Knee to elbow on the exhale. Inhale back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale back up. Exhale, knee to elbow. Back up. And then step your foot all the way forward. Plant it down between your hands. Moving up to a runner's lunge. Keeping your butt under your body, so pelvis slightly tilted, core engaged. Right hip pulls back, left hip pulls forward so that your hips are even. Just grazing the ground with your fingertips, really rooting down through the heel in your front foot. And then take a twist here. Plant your left hand to the middle of the mat. Reach your right hand straight up. Roll your right shoulder back. Pull your head forward. Get some length in your torso. Press back through your left heel even more. Pull your chest forward. Consistent twist throughout your spine so your neck rotates as well. And then lower your right hand back down. Step back to a plank. Lift your right leg. Let's keep that elevated. And we're going to do some push-ups here. Nice and slow. Shoulders coming forward. Keep the right foot off the ground. Lifted. Toes flexed toward your face. Lowering down halfway. Keeping your forearms perpendicular to the ground. Pressing nice and slow back up. If you need to take the knee down, go for it. If you need to take both feet down, that's fine. This is a challenge. We're going for it. And then relax. Press back into down dog. Bring your feet back together. Lift your left foot up. Squeeze your knee to your elbow. Back up. Knee to elbow. Lift it back up. Knee to elbow or the shoulder. Get it up as high as you can. Lift your foot back up. Knee to elbow. Back up. Knee to elbow. Squeeze it in. Shoulders come forward right over the hands. Lift back up. And then step your foot all the way forward. Hands framing your left foot. Digging down through your left heel. Pressing back through your right heel. Pulling your right hip forward and your left hip back so that your hips are even. Just balancing on the fingertips here. Pulling your chest forward. And go ahead and plant your right hand down. And then lift your left hand up for a twist. Pull your upper body forward. Pull your head away from your shoulders. Press down through your right heel. Roll the left shoulder back. Keep your left hand straight up. So no matter how far your shoulder rolls back, keep that hand facing straight up. Keep pulling the head forward. And then lower the left hand down. And step your left foot back. Now back to those leg lifted push-ups. Halfway down. Shoulders even with the elbows when they go down, not below. And then back up. Back down. Nice and slow. And back up. Back down. Shoulders with elbows. And back up. Keep your core engaged. Keep your legs strong this whole time. Press back up. And then shift back to down dog. Really get into your lower back. Press your chest back to your thighs. Press your heels toward the ground. Try straightening your legs. And then bring it forward into plank. Lower down halfway. Lower down all the way. Knees touch the ground. Bring it up to cobra, tops of toes into the ground. And again, extend your arms forward and going back to these cobra rows. Squeezing your elbows toward the back, compressing your shoulder blades, keeping your shoulders away from your head, keeping your neck long. Make sure you keep your knees off the ground, hips and core pressed into the ground. Keep your chest lifted, neck in line with the rest of your back so you're not arching your neck up. Keep really squeezing your shoulder blades together. This is going to get your lats, which is very rarely worked in yoga unless you're doing inversions. So make sure this counts. Put a lot of effort into this. And then bring your hands back under your shoulders. Lift up the cobra one last time. And then from here, shift back into down dog. Bring it back into high plank. Hold it here. So we just did a ton of stuff with back, and now we're doing a lot with core now. Working on plank, keeping your knees lifted, trying to keep that flat back, letting your upper body sink down a little bit, framing your chest with your shoulders, pressing down through your palms, pressing down through your fingertips, grabbing the ground with your fingertips, and then shift back into down dog. Take a little break here. And don't get too comfortable in down dog, but we are going to be here for a little bit. Lift your right leg up and squeeze your knee to your elbow. Back up. Knee to elbow. Shoulders come forward. Really squeeze your core. Lift back up. Knee to elbow. Keep your foot lifted off the ground. Back up. Knee to elbow. Head comes forward. Lift back up. Knee to elbow. Inhale back up. Use your core. Step it all the way up. Plant your foot down between your hands. And then from here, moving into some high lunges, very slow. Extend your arms out in front of you. Lift up nice and slowly. Bring it all the way up into high lunge. And then just as slowly, lower your arms back down toward the ground. Lift back up. This is a really good core exercise. Your bottom body, your lower body doesn't move at all. The only thing that's moving here is your upper body. As you move nice and slow up and down, extending your hands forward, reaching all the way up. And then slowly lowering your hands back down to the ground. Reaching up, keeping your core engaged, keeping your butt under your body. Pelvis tilted. And lower back down nice and slow. Lift back up, extend your fingertips up, palms facing one another. And then lower your hands all the way down to the ground. Plant your hands. Bring your right foot back. Back to lifted leg half push-ups. Right leg is 6 inches off the ground. Lowering down halfway, bringing your shoulders forward. Doing these nice slow push-ups. Going for form over quantity. And then press back into down dog after 5. Lift your left leg back up. Squeeze your knee to elbow. Left leg up. Knee to elbow. Inhale back up. Draw it forward again. Shoulders come forward. Head forward. Lift back up. Knee to elbow. Back up. Knee to elbow. Lift back up. And then step your foot all the way forward. Plant it down between your hands. Knee right over your ankle. Digging down through your left heel. And then slowly reach your arms up overhead. Frame your ears with your biceps. And slowly lower your hands back to the ground. Inhale, lift back up, nice and slow. Arms all the way up, shoulders relaxed and down. And lower your hands back down to the ground. Lift back up, again, nice and slow. Palms facing one another. Back leg stays straight this whole time. Hips under the torso. And then lift back up. Biceps back to your ears. And lower all the way down this time. Plant your hands down. One more. Take it back up. And then lower your hands all the way to the ground. Plant your hands down on either side of your left foot. Bring your left foot off the ground. Toes flexed toward your face. Back to these half push-ups. Doing 5 of these. Nice and slow. Lower down halfway until your shoulders are level with your elbows. Core engaged. Straight line from your right heel all the way to your shoulders. Head pulling forward. Really great full body exercise here. Halfway down. Back up. And then take your right foot down, take your knees down, lower your chest all the way to the ground. Pick it up for Cobra, extend your arms forward. Cobra rows, again. Extending your hands forward and then squeezing your elbows towards one another, compressing your shoulder blades, working on your back strength. So these rows are really good. And we don't do a lot of lat stuff in yoga, so this is really good back work. Make sure that you're really compressing here, that you're keeping your core and your hips pressing into the ground, protecting your lower back, not just arching your back, using your core here. A few more to go. Keep on going. Give it a good squeeze. Squeeze your elbows back. And then lower your hands down. Lift up to Cobra. Hands on the ground. And then release back down. Press back up to plank. And here we are in plank again. Holding this for a little bit, working on flattening out the back, right? We just had a lot of back arching before, so now we're keeping our back flat, using our core, feeling this in our lower abdomen. So tilt the pelvis. Breathe consistently, in and out through the nose. Slow down your breathing. Don't let your breath get the better of you. Control your breathing, you control your body. Keep your heels pressing back. And then shift all the way back into down dog. Chest pressing back to your thighs. Lift your right leg up. Knee to elbow. More rounds, more of these knee to elbows, right? Bringing the shoulders forward and lifting all the way back up for the knee to elbow. And trying to get your knee as high as you can up on your elbow. Maybe even bringing it up toward your shoulder. And making sure that you're really bringing your head forward, that you're not just keeping your arms where they are, but you're bringing your shoulders forward. And then step your foot all the way up on this next one. And then bring it into Warrior Two. Extend your left hand forward, reach it up and back. Nice big arch. Set your shoulders right above your hips. Keep your arms strong. Open up your knee. Make sure that you can see the big toe around your front knee. Back leg is straight. And then pick your toes off the ground in your front foot. Just try it. See how it feels. And then from here, moving into extended side angle. Right hand stays lifted. Pretend you have a big beach ball in your hand. Hold that beach ball, move it all the way over, and then hold it back up over your head. And then move back over to the side. Keep your left shoulder rolled back. Chest facing straight out to the side. Bring it back. And a few of these motions. So really using your core, bringing it all the way over to the side, and then bringing it back to center. Couple more. Keep extending your fingertips. Keep the right side of your body long. And then bring it back to Warrior Two. Lower your hands down to frame your right foot. And then back into these one leg push-ups. Right leg lifted. Lower down halfway. Press back up. Go into 5. Shoulders forward. Elbows staying in. Flat line from your left heel all the way to your shoulders. This is number 3. Press all the way back up. Nice and slow. Lower down. Halfway. You got this. Keep going. I know you're getting tired, because I'm getting tired. Lower down. One more. Halfway. Shoulders even with the elbows. Legs still engaged. All the way back up and shift back to down dog. Wasting no time here. Left leg up. Knee to elbow. Back up. Knee to elbow, squeeze it in. So we're getting our knee up as high as we can on our elbow, maybe even the shoulder, and then extending the left leg all the way back up toward the sky. Toes flexed toward your face, heel pressing away from you, and still pressing your chest back to your thighs. Shoulders drawing forward, head reaching forward, neck long, as always, and then step your foot up all the way. Back angle, back foot, 85 degrees to the front foot, moving it into Warrior Two. Right hand extends forward, reaches up and back in a nice big arch. So your arms are parallel to the ground, shoulders stacked over your hips. And then take it out to extended side angle, arms reaching toward the side, toward the front. And slowly bring it back to center. So you're holding this big beach ball, right? Holding the world in your hands as you're moving back and forth. Keep your shoulders opened up to face the side. So don't let your right shoulder come down. Keep that right shoulder rolled back. Keep the left side of your body long, so no crunching into the left side of your body. This is an excellent core workout. Last one, and then bring your arms back to warrior two. Lower your hands down to frame your front foot, and back to one leg push-ups. Left leg is lifted now. Lower down halfway. You've only got a few more to go here. Press back up. Nice and slow. If you need to take a break, don't. Put your knees down. Keep pushing through it. As long as your lower back isn't collapsing, keep going. Keep your core strong. Use your whole body to help you out here. Flex the muscles in your legs. It'll help take the pressure out of your upper body. Use your core. It's the strongest. It's the power. It's the power source of your body. Use your core here. Halfway down. Back up. And that's 5. Lower down all the way. And now back to those cobra rows. Tops of toes pressing into the ground. Hips pressing into the ground. Pelvis tilted, so the core is pressing into the ground. Chest lifted. Squeezing your arms toward one another. Keeping your shoulders back. Keeping your neck long. Head away from the shoulders. And really compressing the shoulder blades here. Really squeezing in and opening your chest up, right? And then hands back down. Lift up for one final cobra. And then press back into plank. Got a little bit of a plank here, a 30-second plank to finish it out pretty much. Keep your shoulders over your hands, just a tiny bit left with your core here. Heels pressing back, straight line from your heels to your shoulders. Pelvis tilted, core engaged, neck in line with the rest of your back. Just a few more seconds. Keep pushing. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and back to down dog. Take a few breaths here. Get a stretch in your lower back. Pull your body away from your hands. Press your heels toward the ground. Flatten out your lower back. Use your core. And then when you're ready, move back into mountain pose. Lift your chest. Relax your shoulders. Take a minute to appreciate what you did. Awesome 22-minute core workout. You just killed it. Standing up nice and tall, getting used to your new posture, right? Better posture. And when you're ready, relax. Go click on some other YouTube videos. manfulyoga.com is the website. Just updating that pretty soon. Subscribe to the email list for a free ebook coming out soon. Take care. I'll see you guys later.